So, my name is Emil Sire. I'm the CEO and co-founder of VoiceKitt. I'm a tech serial entrepreneur. I've done 3 startups, 2 of which was in the field of voice. My co-founder Alex studied at WHU and Wharton and was a part of the team who brought AI chatbot at N26. Well, this is not initial public offering. It is input, process, output. Like, literally, throughout the history, one thing didn't change. Input and output. It was always a mouse and a keyboard, a screen or a printer. But with the recent change, we can dream of that thing. Voice input, voice output. That brought by the debut of ChatGPT and OpenAI. We are bringing that into reality with VoiceKitt. It's really personal to me because my son, 4 years old, learns math with just saying, "Hey Siri, what's 2 plus 2? And it says 4, and then he learns it. I think we can bring voice to work. You can work with your software, any software you pick. All the backend is connected to our automation layer. Through natural language processing, we can make this happen so that you just talk to your software and then it works. We're starting from field sales representatives because they spend 4 hours every day driving from client to client, and their admin work can be done much easier with this solution. It's just a mobile app, you download it, connect it through the Bluetooth of your car. It's a generative AI-based voice system which allows you to talk to this voice system and then those entries in Salesforce and reads it. We're starting from field sales in DACH region only, but it's a huge market of $600 billion. And we are uniquely positioned to be successful in this market. We're a fast-moving startup. We already have our first paid client customer from the pharma industry. The company is called Merck. And we just went through the Techstars acceleration program. This is just the beginning. Cars are the beginning. We're getting out of the car at the desk, and we're bringing that future of science fiction into reality. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Sounds also pretty cool. Thanks for the great presentation. I was wondering actually why you're not thinking even more radical in terms of like, having the sales representative not doing this at all, but to bring the AI tool to meetings so that you don't have to do all what you just described. Because it may, even when you're driving and so, be still some hard work to do, like learning the language somehow, actually knowing what to say, and you can cancel that out totally. Why don't you do this?
Absolutely. So we interviewed more than 50 potential clients in the side of like the drivers, the decision makers in the sales field, and realized that their biggest problem is on one side the time that they spend, but also they can't bring like a dictation device to the meetings with clients because it would break the trust that they have between the client and their sales representative. So they're very unwilling to take that step to do recording of the interview or even ask the potential client. That's why they have to do it afterwards. And then they're obliged to basically fill out the CRM and make sure that they have the documentation and the follow-up emails as quick as possible. If they do it at home in the evening, they will forget stuff. So
we can even both bring the device and kind of information.
Yeah, thanks. Very exciting topic. I think one question that always comes when you pitch an AI startup is many people would think that in the end, Google, OpenAI, Microsoft, etc., they will capture all the value, and there's no space basically for startups because in the end, you're also probably using OpenAI. So what's your view on this, and why do you think that basically for a vertical use case, there's enough space and enough value in doing this?
Absolutely. So OpenAI, Microsoft, even Amazon now, they're all going to this direction, but we see that most of them are focusing either on bringing tools to developers, which is what we are using, good point in that, but mostly they're targeting then the broad audience, like consumers or individuals, rather than businesses. They won't, and that's our main hypothesis, go into the long tail of different software solutions that they will be able to integrate into their voice assistants. Even though Microsoft has their own voice assistant, then for the Microsoft ecosystem and Google for the Google ecosystem, they won't be interconnecting with each other. So Siri probably won't have access to Salesforce soon.
So when you're selling your product, because imagine this, the sales department will get so many pitches, so what's the main argument to say why we should buy your product?
So the first thing is obviously time savings. We can save probably like an hour every day for sales representatives, 4 times a week, for months, for 4 weeks a month. There's a lot of time saving, but also that means time saving can be taken into bringing more clients, or doing more client meetings, which means they will increase their revenues in the end, which is the biggest possible factor. They're incentivized to do more sales, so it's in the personal interest of the user, and that's why not only the management wants it, but also the individual user.